stalls and make yourself ready to your comedy for the minutes of the hour. If it's so hot, Sheila, get on out of our way, I say.
I have great comfort from this battle. Methinks he has no drowning mark upon him. His confession is perfect gallows. Stand fast, good faith. Do his hanging. Make room of his destiny our cable. For our arms are slender with advantage. If he be not born to be hanged, our case is miserable.
Down with the topmast, yard, lower, lower. Bring in the charge of the main course. A blanket upon us, Alec, and a line of our winner or our office. Yet again, what do you here? Shall we give over and drown? Have you a mind to sink? Work you then!
Hang your horse and his soil must be done. Now let's get to the ground and go on.
I will lower him for trotting. No, the ship were no stronger than a nutshell. And as leaky as an unstitched witch.
Lay her a hold! Send her to verses off the sea again! Lay her off!
All lost! The prayers, all lost!
What? Must our mouths be cold?
The king and prince at prayers. Let us assess them, for our case is as theirs.
I'm all patience!
We are merely chill of our lives by preference.
Farewell, my brother! Farewell, my friend children!
Let's go sink with the king.
Take me from here!
Would have been thunder from some sea, for I picture of Baron from the peace from first anything. Who else must be done? But I would fain die a dry death.
If you by art would use, Father, you open the wide waters in this roar, and they the sky it seems would put on sticking pitch, but that the sea, mounting to the welking's cheek, dashes the fire out. Oh, I have suffered with those that I saw suffer. A brave vessel who had no doubt some noble creatures in her, dashed all to pieces. Had I been any god of power, I would have sunk in the sea within the earth or air, that you saw the good she was swallowed and the floating souls within her.
Be contented, no more amazement. Tell your piteous heart that there's no harm done.
Oh, all the days!
No harm! I've done nothing but in care of thee, my daughter, of thee, my dear one, who art ignorant of what thou art, or of whence I am, that I am no better than Prospero, master of a full poor cell, and thy no greater father.
Martineau did never meddle with my thoughts.
'Tis time I should inform thee farther. Lend thy hand and pluck thy magic garment for me. Lie down, my art. Why thou thine own eyes, and have comfort. The very virtue of compassion thee has been touched by the very direful spectacle of the wreck. And I have, with such provision in mine art, so safely ordered, that no soul, no, not so much as a perdition, as a hair beats into any creature in the vessel, which thou heardest cry, which thou sawest sink. Sit down, for thou must go farther.
You have often begun to tell me what I am, but stopped and left me to a bootless inquisition, concluding, stay not yet.
The hour is now come. Their very minute bids thee ope thine ear and obey. Canst thou remember a time before we came into this cell? I do not think thou canst, for thou was not 3 years old at the time. Has any person or house kept clear in thy remembrance?
This far off, and rather like a dream than an insurance, my remembrance warrants. Had I not 4 or 5 women once that tended me?
Thou hadst, and more, Miranda. But how is it that this lives in thy mind? What else seest thou in this dark, backward abysm of time? If thou rememberest aught, ere how camest here, and how thou camest or thou mayst.
But that I do not.
12 years since, Miranda, 12 years since, thy father was Duke of Milan and a prince of power.
Sir? Are not you my father?
Thy mother was a piece of virtue. She said thou was my daughter. And thy father was Duke of Milan, and an heir, and a princess no worse issue.
Oh, the heavens! What foul play had we that we came from thence, or blessed was we dead?
Both, my girl. By foul play we were heaved thus thence, but blessedly helped hither by my uncle and thy aunt. by my brother and thy uncle called Antonio. I pray thee mark me, that a brother could be so perfidious, that he who next to thyself, in all the world that I loved, I gave management of my estate as I was most absorbed in most secret study. In the government I cast upon my brother, and my estate grew stranger. Thy false uncle, dost thou tend me?
Good sir, I do.
I pray thee mark me, I thus neglected your plans, in all the dedication to my books, and to the betterment of my mind. And my false brother awoke an evil nature. And my trust begat falsehood, and made such a sinner out of his memory that he did begin to credit his own life. He did indeed believe he was the Duke. Hence his ambition growing. Dost thou tempt me?
Your tales of your deafness.
Hence his ambition growing. Antonio conspires with Alonso, king of Naples, to give him annual tribute and do him homage, subject my coronet to his crown, and bend my dukedom. Yet unbowed, alas, poor Milan, to most ignoble stooping.
Oh, heavens!
Yet, this king of Naples, who art an enemy of mine inveterate, hearkens my brother's suit, to rid me and mine from thy dukedom, and confer fair Milan with all the arms of my brother, where a treacherous army was levied one midnight, and fated to the purpose was Antonio, that he indeed did open the gates of Milan, where the ministers of purpose in the dead of night hurried thence, me and thy crying self.
I not remember how I cried out that. I'll cry it over again. It's a hymn that brings mine eyes to it.
Yet hear this more, and then I'll bring thee to the present business.
But wherefore did they not that hour destroy us?
Well, the men, wench, my tell dost provoke that question. Dear, they durst not. So dear the love my people bore me. No. In a few they hurried us aboard a bark, bore some leagues to sea, where they prepared a rotten carcass of a pot, not fit with tackle mast or topmast. The rats had instinctively quit it. Like hoist us to the sea that roared to us. The wind sighing back and again, the pity that only did us but love it wrong.
That what trouble was I then to you?
Oh, a terrible, that's what did preserve me. Thou didst smile, with fortitude infused from heaven. When burden groaned, thou didst give me an undergoing stomach to bear up against what would ensue.
How came we ashore?
By providence divine, we had food and water, that a noble Neapolitan called Gonzalo, out of his charity, being master of this design, gave unto us. And so out of his gentleness, he furnished me with books from my own library, volumes I prize above my dukedom.
Would I might but ever see that man?
Now rise, help me with my mantle. Now sit down and hear the last of our sea sorrow. I, as thy schoolmaster, have made thee more prophet than other princesses, purveyors ours, and tutors not so careful.
In heaven thank Lord, but how I pray you, sir, for still this beating in my mind, your reason for racing this sea storm.
No, this thus far forth, by accident most strange, bountiful fortune, my dear lady, hath mine enemies been brought to the shore. And by my prescience, I find my zenith doth depend on a most auspicious star, whose influences, if I forge now not, but omit, my fortunes will ever after true. Hence, cease more questions. Thou art inclined to sleep. 'Tis a good book, it's a good way, for I know thou cannot choose. Come away, my spirits, come! Thy Ariel, come!
All hail, great master! Gracer, hail! I come to answer thy best pleasure, be it to fly, to swim, to dive into the fire. To thy strong-bitten task, Ariel, and all her quality.
Hast thou spirit performed to the point of the tempest I did bade thee?
To every article, I boarded the king's ship, now the beast, now the waste. To every cabin I flamed amazement. Sometimes I divide and burn in many places. On the topmast, in the yard, on the bowsprit would I flame distinctly. Fuse lightning that break mighty Neptune seemed to beseech and made his bold waves tremble. Yea, his dread trident shake.
That's my brave spirit, who was so firm, so constant, that this could not infect thy reason.
Not a soul, but felt a fever of the mad and played some tricks of desperation. All but mariners plunged into the foaming brine and quit the vessel. And then, all afire at me, the king's son Ferdinand, with hair up staring. Then like reed, not hair, was the first man that leapt and cried, "Hell is empty, and all the devils are here!"
Why, that's my spirit. But was this not this nigh shore?
Close by, my master.
But Ariel, are they safe?
Not a hair perish. Under sustaining garment, not a blemish, but fresher than before. And as thou passed me, in troops I've dispersed about the isle.
And
The king's son have I landed by himself, whom I left cooling off the air with sighs, and sitting with his arms in the sad knot.
and of the king's ship, and the rest of the fleet, say how thou hast dispersed.
Safely in harbor is the king's ship, all mariners and the hedges stowed, who with a charm jointed our suffered labor, I have left asleep. And the rest of the fleet, who are dispersed, they all have met again, and are upon the Mediterranean float. Bound sadly home for Naples, supposing that they saw the king's ship wreck and his great person perish.
Why, that's my spirit. Thou hast performed exactly to the point I did bade thee. But there's more work. Waste the time of day.
Falls to mid-season.
At least 2 glasses in the time 'twixt 6, and must now by us both be spent most preciously.
Is there more toil? Let me remember thee of what I have promised me and not yet performed.
How now, Moody? What thou canst demand?
My liberty!
Before the time be out, no more!
I prithee, remember I've done thy worthy service, told thee no lies, made thee no mistakings, served without or grudge or grumblings. Thou didst promise me to bake me a full year.
Hast thou forgot from what torment I did free thee?
No,
Hast thou forgot the foul which cigarettes
no, sir,
thou hast?
no, sir.
I see I must once in a month recount what thou hast been. This damned witch Sycorax, blue-eyed hag from Algiers, is hither exiled upon this island with the sun, as thy reportest thyself was then her slave. In a spirit too delicate and too earthy in a bored command, refusing her grandness, she did confide thee, using her more potent ministers, in her most unmitigable rate, into a cloven pine, and within which rift she died, leaving thee there to vent thy groans! This island remained empty for 12 years, save for the sun she did litter here. A freckled whelp had born, not honored with the human shape.
Yes, Caliban!
Ah, he that Caliban, whom now I keep in my service. Thou best knowest what torment I did find thee in when coming here. That would have made wolves howl and pierced the breasts of ever angry bears. It was mine art that made gape that pine and let thee out.
I thank thee, master.
If thou murmurest, I shall rend a note and put thee in thy knotty entrails until thou hast held away 12 winters.
Pardon, master. I will be correspondent to thy command, and do my spiriting gently.
Do so, and after 2 days I shall free thee.
That's my noble master. Say what? What shall I do?
Go make thyself an end to the sea. Be subject to no sight but mine and thine. No eyeball else. Go take this shape. Hither come in it. Go, hence with diligence. Awake, my dear, awake. Thou hast slept well. Awake.
strangeness of your story, sir, put a heaviness in me.
Come on, shake it off. We must go see Caliban, who never yields us a kind answer.
This a villain, sir, I do not love to look upon.
Aye, he that Caliban, you're right. But he does threaten our wood and make our fire, and serves in offices that do profit us.
Come thou slave, thou art, speak!
There's wood enough within.
Come, I have other work for thee. Come thou tortoise, when? Thy poisonous slave got by the devil himself, come forth!
And wicked do I sever my mother brush with ravens feather over an also and drop on you both. A southwest blow on you and blister you all over.
For thou be sure tonight shalt have cramps, side stitches that pin up thy breath, and have sea urchins exercise thee on thee, each stinging worse than a bee's.
I must eat my dinner. The island is mine by Sycorax, my mother, which thou takest from me. When thou camest first, thou strokes me and made much of me, wouldst give me water with berries in it, and taught me how to name the bigger light and how the less that burned by day and night. And then I loved thee, and showed thee all the qualities of the isle, the fresh springs, brine pits, barren place, and fertile. Curse be I that did so! All the charms of Sycorax, stones, beetles, bats, light on you! For I am all the subjects that you have, which once was mine own king. And here you star me in this unrock, while you do keep me from the rest of the island.
Thou most lying slave, I have treated thee, filled as thou art, with human care, and lodged thee within my own cell. For thou didst seek to violate the honor of my child!
But it has been done. Thou didst prevent me. I'd people else this isle with Calibans.
For Tempest, any friend of goodness will not take me, capable of all evil. I pitied thee, took pains to make thee speak, taught thee each hour one thing or other, when thou didst not savage, nor mine own meaning, but gavel like thing most British. I can told thy purposes with words and know.
You taught me language, and my profit on it is, I know how to curse. The red flag red on you for letting me your language!
Hence, see hence! Wretched impure, if thou dost unwillingly or shruggest with malice, I shall give thee cramps, make thy bones ache, and make thee roar, that a beast shall tremble as thy den.
No, pray thee. I must obey. His art is of such power it would control my damned Scotch sentiments and make a match.